Well, that's good. It stopped raining. Hello, YouTubers, young and old. It's Saulysw here, playing Docm77's new Minecraft World Tour, and I'm just hanging around my home here. But I have two things planned for this episode. The first is to just go back down to the slime spawner and have a look at the developments there. So we'll use the quick drop to get ourselves down in a hurry. 1, 2, 3, there we go. And we can see where we're at with this. There's a little slime getting pushed along already. What's changed since last time? Well, I've finished off what I mostly intended to do, in that the slime's chunks here have been fully... There were some chests here, and this wasn't made to look quite so neat and tidy, and it now looks pretty good. I'll get across here. You can just jump across, it's no biggie. So yeah, the wool's all been put in place, and the pumpkin lighting. I have stopped the water channels here for the moment. Look, I think it's probably enough, but I could bring them round here and around the back all the way. In fact, I could surround these 3 chunks completely. And then possibly either bring them across here or back over to here and join this 4th chunk. I'm not too fussed about that, I'm really not. Now, we'll see. I'll just use this one as an example. I've put some fencing here so I can't burn myself. Where is it? How far has it gotten? There it is, just under us. Okay, the mistake I made is that you need to have soul sand as the last 3 bricks there. Oh, come on. If I go and stand here, it'll travel towards me in a bit more of a hurry. But yeah, it slows down here and burns a bit slowly, and you're much more likely to get... We got 3 out of that, which is pretty much right. So I'm seeing a lot better rates of getting slimes with that soul sand there. The other thing about soul sand is it lowers the block ever so slightly, as well as slowing them down. So that's what I was doing wrong last time, and it's been a lot more successful since. So yeah, we got 3 chunks over there, this chunk here, most of this chunk, so that's 3, 4, 5, and then there's the whole enclosed one here, 6. And with the farm, I did move this pathway out a little bit so you can walk around it. I think it makes it look a bit more neat and tidy like that. You just come along like this when you want pumpkins, pretty easy. The other side too. Go through pumpkins quite a bit with lighting. I like pumpkin lighting, but one of the challenges, I don't like the face. If you look at the pumpkin, as you perhaps have seen, there's the face or the front. Very Halloweeny. All the other sides don't have a face. So the challenge is, if you don't like the face, how can you make sure that you don't get to see it? And in my world, yeah, you'll be struggling to find a face you can see on a pumpkin. Okay, so I've also got here carrots, a row of carrots, 2 rows of carrots actually, and a row of potatoes. So I've got wheat and potatoes and pumpkins. Don't have melons, don't really need them. I've got some if I want them. I don't like eating them. I've switched to carrots. Carrots are okay. Yummy carrot. So yeah, this is mostly done, I think. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's fairly epic. It's sort of working. Yeah. Some of the water channels are a bit dodgy. Sometimes things get a bit more stuck than they should. But apart from that, it more or less works. Oh, I'll show you something else. I got sick of travelling back up to where the skeletons are, so I built a ladder directly up there. But I also wanted to show you I built the stairwell back up to here, to the second level. And oh, there's a good example. There's a big slime just waiting there on that, and I made a hole. And if you get close, they try and jump at you. See, that's the hole there, and of course then they get stuck. So let's go up there, and I tried putting a door here, and it kind of works that you can get in, but sometimes they stick on the other side and you've got to kill them before you can get the door open. And yeah, look, I just found it didn't really work for me. So this is where I was talking about them getting stuck occasionally. If I do this, I think he'll be happier in some ways. They'll travel a bit more quickly, at least most of them will. So yeah, I tried to have a door here, and it didn't really work. So anyway, I built this, and this comes up to this area here, which is, oh look, there's the face. Here was I boasting, it never happens. I'm going to just turn the sound right down to 3%, so no one can complain it's too loud. There it is, haunting me. But to be honest, I never expected anyone would ever see this part. This is a bit of a back room area, but anyway, it's a back route to getting up here. It's just a little more convenient. And look, we're getting much more slimes than before. That's, you know, I just launched this world before starting recording, so that's yeah, not a bad. Have I got? You know, I haven't really got any slimes, so let's just kill a few and see how we go with experience. They're not really big on experience. You know, if it was the only way to get experience, I think I'd be pretty sad. But any more coming? No. So what I get? 47. Yeah. So anyway, I mean it works, and I can certainly get my skellies here and slimes. I find the slimes it's generally better to go down and make sure that they are going through the channels okay, but they do come up on their own without you having to do that. I've got so many arrows, I can use them really to kill things if I want to. These are one-shot kills now, these guys with the long drop, of course. Just, well, 2. Actually, it seems random. It's like 1 for some, 2 for others, 3 for others. Like, I'm not sure why that is, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, look, that's not a bad number for just reappearing. That's certainly a lot better than it was before. Let's see what we got now. I mean, there's probably another 20, do you think? 15 maybe? 14. And more on the way. So yeah, I'm happy with the way this is. I haven't actually spent a lot of time here getting experience, but I now can. And I made some more chests here, and I don't know if I put the ender chest here before, but the ender chest is very useful for getting my diamonds. 25 blocks of diamond I have now, plus almost a stack, so that's 25 times 9, let's say 25 times 10 is 250, minus 25 is 225 diamonds there, which is something like 4 stacks or so. So yeah, I've got a fair number of diamonds. I'm not wanting for them. If I feel like I want to make a diamond tool or some armor or something, I'll just do it. I don't worry about whether or not I should waste my diamonds. I really don't care. I've got enough, and I can always go mining for more. The efficiency tools I've got, Fortune 3, and I've just been, that's my main just pickaxe for clearing around things at the moment. And I've been making sure that my stuff is, I might even repair that with the anvil. Got some golden stuff. So what I also wanted to show you guys, or talk about actually, is not just where I'm at with the slimes, but because I've basically finished that now, is I wanted to talk to you about, well, this is episode 16, and I thought, actually looking at it, that it might be good to just go over very briefly each of the episodes and what happened. You may not have seen them all. I don't blame you if you haven't, but if you'd like to, I'll just give you a very quick index to them all and what happened in each of them, and I'll annotate the video as well, so there'll be a link to each of the videos as I talk about them, and you can click on them to go there if you want and check it out. I encourage you to do that and leave comments and just have fun, I guess. As I've been going along, my technique, I hope, has been improving in terms of editing and content, and it's actually harder than it looks to create these videos. I have a lot of respect for Docm, who I'm really hoping everyone knows who Docm77 is. Oh, whoa, look, I've been distracted again by some armor. Wow, chain chest plate. It's fairly difficult to get chainmail. Actually, I wonder if you can repair that in the anvil. Does anyone know? Pretty funky. Let's whoa, that's pretty interesting look, isn't it? I should hopefully that will get on the video. I might leave that there for a second just to capture it as a possibility. Okay, yeah, what I wanted to say is I hope that everyone knows who Docm77 is. If you don't, you need to stop watching me, for goodness sakes, and go and watch him instead. Doc's a bit of a legend when it comes to Minecraft and other games actually, but really Minecraft is his main thing, and his world tour is really worth watching. He's playing obviously the same island. I think you all knew that, but if you didn't, yeah, go and see Docm's. I'll leave a link up to his first video and you should watch all that. So episode 1 was obviously the introduction, and you get to hear me do a very lame Docm77 impersonation, but I do find his accent very funny, so you know, you heard it, and today he's got quite a lot of ways of saying things that are funny. Anyway, so that's the introduction. That's episode 1. Episode 2, I start the village at the top of the one of the hills on the island, and I find a mob spawner. Now, no, I don't find a mob spawner, I'm sorry, I'm just reading some notes. What I do is I build the mob spawner in the cave underneath where the village is going to be, and I need to do that because that's where the villagers come from. They come from the infected zombies, which I have to go and cure. And that is what I do actually in episode 3, is I complete that spawner and end up populating my village. So that's episode 3. Episode 4, I show a wheat farm I started underground, and I also get to the stronghold and start complete the end portal. So get going on my way to the end so that I can kill the dragon, which happens in episode 5. Episode 5 is a little bit painful to watch in some ways because I get owned by the dragon a couple of times, particularly at the end of the video where I really do get myself in a lot of trouble very quickly. But yeah, otherwise it's more or less the process of killing the dragon. If you've never killed the dragon before, perhaps you don't want to watch that until you have tried it yourself, but otherwise watch that for your amusement. Episode 6, I've got here, I rebuild the spawner. Yes, so underneath the village I rebuild it so instead of being sort of toaster style, it's got squarish spawning pads. And I also go over some of the bugs that I've found in recent snapshots. So that's episode 6. Episode 7, I start a slime farm. Now this is just not what you're looking at here, but just the main slime 3 chunks in a row that the doc had found. I do the 2 levels of that. And I also find the skelly spawner, which I'm standing in front of there. Let's move around a little bit because it's probably a bit boring for you guys to watch the same thing over and over again. Let's see how many I've got there. So yeah, I find this skelly spawner. Episode 8, I start building my house and I create a sand duplicator because I'm going to need lots of sand. Really important for that. So and by the way, I've gotten slightly concerned that they're going to fix that bug, so I actually ran the sand duplicator for quite a long time and filled up 3 double chests full of sand. So I'm pretty well sorted for sand now. There you go. Someone hit me. Oh well. So, oops, F5 once more. There's me holding a carrot. Okay, so yes, so that was building episode 8, building the house and the sand duplicator. Episode 9, you actually get to see my house completed, and with the quick drop and the chests as well. Go through all the different chests and the sorting system I use in my house. Episode 10 is where I go in search of pumpkin seeds, and I know they're near this dreaded cave spider spawner, and I managed to run away with my life, not get killed, which is good. And I start on the Skelly farm, which you have seen there. Episode 11, I explore the anvils and set up my enchanting station, and I build a fast path through the nether so I can get to the stronghold in the end. And I build a bit of a station in the end so that I can hang out there without getting mugged by the Enderman. So that's quite a long episode. Episode 12 is where I go in search of cats and dogs. My dog has since left through a bug where I managed to upset it and couldn't get it happy again. And the cats are still where I last made them sit because they just refused to move. So there we go. But anyway, in this episode, that's 12, that's where I went to back to the mainland to find those. Episode 13, I improved this skelly spawner by adding lighting system and making them go up a lot higher, and so that they drop down. I also had a look at anvils again and enchanting systems in general. And episode 14, I decided that I really needed to expand out the slime collection system, which we've basically just gone over. If I can get down there, all of this. And episode 15 is where I really showed you most of it completed, and that's a fairly big episode in some ways. I made a bit of a boo-boo by forgetting to knock out one block, so we watched the same slime go down here 3 times. Sorry about that, it's pretty dull. That guy's stuck, I think in a different way. Let's just go over there. Probably the water channel's not quite right. If I go near him, he'll start sliding, but he was stuck in the corner there. Yeah, but if I put a water block here, then he won't get round the corner. So it's one of those things where basically my design sucks a little bit, but anyway, it's not too bad, it mostly works. So that brings us up to episode 16, this episode, where you get to see the mostly completed slime farm, and I go over all of the episodes, and that brings you up to the second. And I think I should end this episode. How should I end this? Oh, I'm going to try and see if I can repair this armor. So let's go up. Now, don't know if I mentioned it, but if you're in a water elevator like this, you can eat. I don't need to eat, but if you eat, it doesn't slow you down, which is quite useful. Just a little tip that you may or may not know. So yeah, it's been a bit of a journey already. I think the world I've built here is kind of well connected, and it's interesting, but from outside, if you're walking around the island, I don't think I've made apart from my house, I guess, I've deliberately tried not to make a big impact. I haven't tried to, really flatten the whole island. I've just left most of it the way it was. Just added more trees, and the valley is I'd like to get some more one of the things I want to do is get some more of these more of a jungle theme in the valley. Actually, there's a lot of things I want to do. The next episode, I already know what I'm going to do for the next episode and a few episodes ahead, so I know that I've got a few more to go, which is good, because I'm just going to play this until I feel like I've finished and there's not much more I want to do. So at some point it will end, I guess. I'm wondering if you use that. Yeah. Well, let's see. How repaired is it? Or is it... Oh, it's fully repaired. Awesome. Why don't I enchant it? I've never really played much with chain chest plates before. We're at 24. Oh, perfect. Okay, so what do we reckon? Projectile protection. I'm gonna wear that. Why not? It's cool. I mean, it's probably better actually than that in some ways. Yeah, I mean, not that I'm going to toss my diamond armor out. I'll come back to it, but makes a nice change, I think. So yeah, I've enjoyed making the episodes, and I definitely want to again thank those my subscribers. There's not a massive number of you, but it's really nice. I appreciate that you've done that, and I really like the comments as well. And yeah, I'm gonna keep going with it for a while, and I hope you enjoy watching. So for now, I'm gonna sign off and say good day to you all, and I hope in Germany and in Australia, where my subscribers are, that you have a great day. Go back and have a look at some of my older videos. Woohoo, woohoo. And I'll see you next time. Okay, bye for now.